Raubat Yasar, Ranani Kawun, Mantu Henket Henu, Anuki Mudras Mumad Pa Nabab Mumad Yananan. This country, the United States, was birthed in 1776 AD. From the Declaration of Independence, America was born, written by Thomas Paine and plagiarized and edited by Thomas Jefferson, which was also taken from the Iroquois Constitution called the Great Law of Peace, as the sun is 93 million miles away from the planet Earth. In the 93rd chapter of al-qur'an is An-Nuwr, the light. As light is fire, as the sun is fire, that lights up and illuminates the planet Earth. In this sun or solar cycle comes 93 minutes of the 70-mile long path of totality of the great American solar eclipse from Oregon to South Carolina on Monday, August 21st, 2017. Last time this type of event occurred was in the year 1918 AD, exactly 99 years ago, nearly a century, almost 100 years. On the contrary, the last eclipse that held this same simular path was in 1776 AD, the year America claimed independence from Britain, and George Washington was in contact with the Pleiadians, who work with the Annunaki. As the trumpet is blown, the goat man is released from crafts and caverns. As the trump card is played, U.S. President Donald Trump was born during a lunar eclipse, which is the symbol of the Baphomet, called Yahweh and Allah, and the arrival of the mothership Nibiru, called Planet X. The next total solar eclipse in U.S.A. is 7 years from now and will take place in the month of April, Aries, zodiac sign, 2024, HA, Hereafter, which is 1 year after 2023, vortex opening exactly 6 years from now. 2 total solar eclipses sweeping through the United States of America, forming the Anglo-English alpha beta letter X, like the Confederate flag, over the country, while U.S. President Donald Trump is in office, all within a 7-year period, which is the time it takes to build Solomon's temple, which is Nan-nar's temple, the God of light and fire. Let's check this out. 2 Corinthians 11:14. And we know that Donald Trump is going to serve 2 terms because the master already let us know. Let's check out 2 Corinthians 11:14. And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. This draconian extraterrestrial is a fierce, shape-shifting, reptilian fire being like what you see on Dragon Ball Z cartoons. 1 Kings 18:38. Then the fire of the Lord fell and consumed the burnt sacrifice, and the wood, and the stones, and the dust, and licked up the water that was in the trench. 2 Kings 1:10. Elijah answered the captain, if I am a man of God, may fire come down from heaven and consume you and your 50 men. Then fire fell from heaven and consumed the captain and his men. Consumed. Consuming. To destroy or expend by use. Use up. To eat or drink. You follow that? Devour. In order to consume, you eat or drink. Fire burns. Fire does not eat or drink. Only a physical, shape-shifting, humanoid fire being made up of fire can fall from heaven as fire and eat or drink a captain and his men. You follow that? Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. Let's check this out. Revelation 6:12. Let's check out Revelation 6:12. Let's see what that has to say. Revelation 6:12. And I beheld, when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood. Joel 2:31. Chapter 2, verse 31. Joel. The sun will be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and awesome day of the Lord comes. The sun cycle, 2017 American solar eclipse happening tomorrow, as of today is August 20th, 2017, will sweep across the country from East Coast to West Coast, which includes 14 states, totally eclipsing 12 states or stars, affecting and effecting the entire country. On Monday, August 21st, 2017, at 1:21 p.m. Eastern in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, in concordance with the U.S.A, will experience a rare solar eclipse over 12 star states of the United States of America, which will usher in the beginning of the end times of the Adamite race, as it comes 33 days before September 23rd, 2017, the once in a cycle 7,000-year alignment of the Virgin Woman or Virgo star constellation, Moon and Jupiter, including September 30th, 2017, Yom Kippur, Adamite Jewish holy or holiday, the 40th day after the eclipse, which correlates with the sign of Jonah and the people of Nineveh. Jonah 4:3. And Jonah began to enter into the city a day's journey, and he cried and said, yet 40 days, and Nineveh shall be overthrown. Let me tell you something. The woman of the apocalypse sends the message to the whore of Babylon, the mother of prostitutes, which is the message in the sky for America. Revelations chapter 12, verse 1. And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, like tomorrow, a woman clothed with the sun, as the moon blocks the sun. Under her feet, and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars, 12 states. Y'all with me? In addition, the woman symbolically represents the moon, as her menstrual cycle corresponds with the new moon every 27 days. 2 + 7 = 9, as she is the supreme divine sacred feminine, as the moon aligns with the sun for 2 hours and 40 minutes in Philadelphia, crossing the United States, which takes 93 minutes, moving at 1,500 miles per hour, causing natural and unnatural disasters such as drastic weather changes, earthquakes, tsunamis, diseases, sicknesses, animalistic behavior. Luke chapter 21, verse 25. And there shall be a sign, and there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth, distress of nations. See how North Korea acting right now? With perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. You follow? Now, the Cascadia subduction zone poses a risk, poses a risk of earthquakes followed by sea surges that will wipe out coastal cities and flood major cities and river valleys and valleys. The August 2017 solar eclipse, which they are calling, these Adamites are calling it the Great American Solar Eclipse, little do they know, could trigger major earthquakes along the San Andreas and break off California, destroying major cities, putting millions of lives at risk. This rare 2-hour and 40-minute American eclipse in Philadelphia, make note, that's 93 minutes across the whole states, could activate the Yellowstone supervolcano, which remains poised for a terrific explosion that could kill off all life across a vast region, covering even wider areas in volcanic ash. And the New Madrid fault has caused earthquakes in the past centuries and will likely do so again, triggering similar activities and connected fault lines along the eastern states. Now, what does this mean for the black race in America? What does this mean? We ain't got nothing to worry about. We're going to be all right. We got to free our master teacher, Panabab Yananan, 19 for the 24 elders. I just want to proclaim his innocence. He is free. Hukawan Harar. I want to proclaim his innocence. This is our overseer, our warner, the one who was going to come with the 76 trillion years of information, of outformation into information. Something like this only happens every 24,000 years, and he came to renew our story of 24,000 years. He came to set the record straight. It was 14 presidents before George Washington. Yamasi presidents, Nagaru presidents. You follow that? Now, at 1:21 p.m. in Philadelphia, the eclipse will begin. At 2:44 p.m., it will be at maximum. It will look like an upside down crescent moon, the part of the sun that is showing, and the other part will be all blackened, like sackcloth, as that woman covers that moon and sends these signs to the Adamites as the beginnings of their ends. Why do y'all, sir?